I admit that sometimes I can be an indirect asshole. Well, not necessarily, but I guess in some people's eyes it comes off that way. I have this overcaring, protective instinct about me. It's come from being around the deer, dealing with the poaching incident, and suffering PTSD and mental health from a concussion. It's where I hover around a lot in the woods because I'm afraid something bad will happen to the deer every day. And it's just residual stuff from the past that causes me to do that. And I'm thankful that Lexi doesn't mind it too much. I can tell you that I've been able to pet Luca, and that Luca's in the tier category of the social tier of I can pet her and lay down with her pretty closely. And she's only a few months old, but she's already catching up to her mom on how social she is with me, and I think that's a beautiful thing. She may or may not understand human emotion yet, like Lexi does, but Lexi's done a good job of keeping me calm when I feel uneasy and scared, and I'm very thankful to have her in my life. However, I made a mistake. There was a guy sitting on his back porch, and I wanted to, strike up a conversation, be like, Lexi wonders why you're up there and not down here with her because she wanted to socialize with the man. And I said, okay, I let her nuzzle me, and I said, okay, I'll see if he wants to, I'm gonna be nice, I'm gonna just try to strike up a conversation, cause why not, he's seen me enough, so it shouldn't matter if I'm in his yard or, just passing through, because I'm not, like, gonna do anything or gonna purposely cause an argument, but he got a little heated with me, and I think it was more because, like, he had a long day at work and just doesn't want to be around people. So I understand that. I completely understand that and respect it. However, just accept the fact that I'm trying to carry a conversation with you and teaching you how you can bond with a deer. I know you're not the most social person, but Lexi is offering to socialize with you. Even Blitzen has taken an interest in you, and that's because she's by herself. So, this is where I can become an asshole. As I was walking home, I falsely assumed that, like, he would turn against me. End it all, right? End their relationship with the deer, curse that son of a bitch in my yard, right? But then I realized he enjoys feeding the deer too, so he wouldn't do that. They give him peace. And I think he does admire my relationship with them as to how I can walk by him and they not care. But I came back and I hovered around a little bit, just trying to keep myself from making a video about it because I don't want to, like, berate someone for being honest. You know, like, I don't have to care about everybody, but I do. There's just something in me that wants to say, hey, these deer care, man. They care. I care. And that's where I become an asshole. You see, going back to the Catholic Church incident, I was set off. So instead of talking about my feelings, I wrote chalk messages to get all my anger and frustration out. Was it the right thing to do or wrong thing to do? I'm not sure. Some could say it was the right thing because you did it in chalk and it didn't really hurt anything, and that's why your friends that you see come through at work don't really seem to care much about it. I had a dream that I met Kale last night, and he's like, in the dream he said to me like, I understand why you did it, but I'm not proud of you for doing it, but I forgive you. And that's been dragging on me a lot because I realized the guilt that comes from that. Because had I been more open about my feelings, it probably could have been avoided. But I'm pretty introverted and falsely assume things. And when you falsely assume, you become an ass, an indirect asshole. Hmm. Like the guy falsely assumes that I'm directly looking at him when I'm spending time with the deer, inches away from his backyard. I'm not. I just want him to see me interact with them for all its beauty, because I plan to be in their life for a long time, even if nobody really cares about it. But I guess that's also a false assumption. Maybe people in my family do care about my relationship with the deer, but because they haven't shown up to the house or socialized with them, they don't have an interest. Lexi will be able to do that someday, as she's breaking through the 11th tier of socialism, which is being able to bond with other people with my help. And I think that's a wonderful thing. To say that, like, we're in, like, a funny relationship, and it's adorable, and people like it. I like it. I haven't been this happy in my entire life, and I don't want any stupid mistakes to cost my relationship with the deer. So I take it as a warning to not tell everybody about the deer, as that can backfire on me quickly. And I've seen it happen before. So from now on, I'll just peacefully walk on by his yard and wave and not say a word, even though I really want to socialize and get him to socialize with the deer because I know there's a few deer that like him, but it's his loss. He chooses not to socialize with deer that want to socialize with him. So I will let that go. It's his life. I won't be an asshole and be like, yo, you should come down here, bro. Smoke some weed with the deer, am I right? Just kidding. I eat orange jewel weed 5 times a day. It's the only edible flower that grows in the woods, to my knowledge, but it's what we got. And yeah, I guess that's where I become an indirect asshole. Is like, the constant need to drag things longer than it needs to, I guess. You know, I, the ability to not let things go. But through Lexi, I'm learning to accept things for what they are. as she told me about, the electric fence incident. Because the deer that eat the neighbor's tomatoes aren't particularly mine. Well, Juno might be the culprit. Juno might be the one eating the tomatoes, but it's not Zoe or Lexi, because Lexi doesn't like tomatoes. And because it doesn't directly. But again, what set me off in that incident was she posted a picture of Bambi. And that was the last time I saw Bambi healthy. So that set me off. And, the lack of care that I feel for what I do with the deer also contributed to it takes a certain kind of special to piss me off. So even though I came off as an asshole for speaking my mind, I had every right to do it. And we learn from that. But I'm learning through Lexi to simmer down and not be in my emotions as much. And that's a good thing. Because you don't want to say the wrong thing that costs a relationship with them or lose your job. I know the Black Lives Matter video was questionable, but again, I see a need to support and respect and try to understand in my own way. So, like, if I compare African Americans to wildlife, I think that's a good thing. It might be an asshole statement, but if you think about it, you really think about it, there's some bears that get killed because people assume they're aggressive and they're not. People don't have the psychological understanding of animals like I do. So it makes it hard to be on a level with them, like me. And to Jason, I'm sorry for being in your yard too much. I hope that you can forgive me and that you can learn to live with the fact that I'm still going to cut through every now and then. But I'll go spend time with another other deer that needs me while Lexi eats the corn, comes looking for me, so. I'm John Deere. I think this is more about the current issue, but applying it to where I can be an asshole, and I wish you all to have a hoop-filled day, and, with all the troubles in the world right now and mental health we deal with, you kind of wonder, where's God? Where's God? Is God gonna save us? I believe so. I keep the faith. Amen.